Welcome to today's warm-up. We're going to be doing a little bit more groundwork today, but we're going to start off with some jacks, regular jumping jacks, and some seal jacks, and then we're going to go straight into some footwork. And when we do the footwork, we're going to be kind of doing like an X formation, going from one side of the mat, kind of going over. So depending on what kind of room that you have, you can do anything that you want. Just try and move in different directions. We're going to be switching over in to the footwork a little bit, just kind of going on a diagonal and going sideways, diagonal, sideways. Kind of mix it up a little bit, just have some fun with it. We're going to be going into some back falls. And then in a couple seconds, or I should say maybe about 15-20 seconds, we'll move into like a shoulder roll. So you're going to go backwards, almost like into a backwards roll, but you're going to go to your shoulder. So you want to keep off your head. That way it doesn't put any pressure on your spine or on your neck. Choosing which side to go to or which shoulder to go to, and you can notice my head's really not hitting the mat, and if it does, it's just kind of laying there. It's not, no pressure on it. I kind of turn different ways so you can see. I choose the shoulder, move the head out of the way. It's always good for grappling to be able to feel very comfortable going upside down, because sometimes you get put in some pretty weird positions by your opponent, and you've got to stay calm. You tense up, and then that could be cause for injury. So now we're going to move into the stand and base. And this is a standard technique that everybody should have, regardless if you're a grappler or a striker or what have you. If eventually something's going to go down, you need to be able to get up safely. So we're putting one hand up, keeping the other foot up. That way if somebody does come back in and rush you, you're able to go straight to your back. Use your feet and hand as weapons. You never want to have all four weapons down on the ground, you know, both your feet, both your hands, because then you're stuck, leaving your head wide open. Oh, there's Bodie, our little buddy. All right, guys, so next we're going to be going into some bear crawl. So with the bear crawl, again, depending on the amount of space that you have, you can go back and forth, you can go forward, backwards, or you can go in diagonal or forward, whatever you want to do. Just make sure you keep moving. Try and challenge yourself a little bit. Right here, I just kind of go to each four corners of the mats. My mat space is not big. It's I believe it's 8 by 8, so it's not a lot of space, but it works perfectly for the situation. And after we do the bear crawl, then we're just gonna flip ourselves backwards or upside down, whatever you want to say. You're gonna go into some crab walks. So working different parts. Right now you're actually doing 50 seconds on, 10 seconds off. So it's 1 minute per total. So going sideways, going backwards, going sideways again, going forward. So you're hitting most of the different directions. You can work on your diagonal. Next exercise is going to be some sprawls. These sprawls, when you get into them, you'll see they look very, very similar to the bottom section of a burpee. So from here, and usually with a sprawl, you usually push one hip down. You can drop both hips down, but here it's a lot easier if you drop one hip down, and then you can work yourself off to the side into, so that way you can get the person's back. So from here, I'm just kind of going nice and slow. I start in a standing position, hands are up, protecting. Drop the upper body down, then drop the hips back, shooting those hips back. And if you have a hard floor, like right now, again, I have the mats here, but if you're on hard floor, just go down nice and soft, or if you want to go down into burpee position, that's fine as well. And you will have a dominant side. And there's one side that you're going to feel good at, one side you're going to feel a little bit weird at. That's okay, you just work it through. All right, so shake it out. Then we're going to drop down. We're going to be doing some sit-outs. Oh, maybe not. We're going to be doing some elbow escapes. All right, so elbow escapes, and here comes my buddy Bodie again. There you go, good. So if you haven't done a shrimp or an elbow escape, some people call it shrimp, some people call it elbow escape. From here, you're just putting one foot down, whichever foot you have down on the ground. The other leg is straight, so you're just pushing that hip out to the side. The objective here is to create space when you're underneath somebody, or if somebody has you in a mount position, or if you need to get out from possibly side control or what have you. It's good to be very maneuverable and move your hips around on the ground. So even right now, if you're not doing it right, it's okay. Make sure you just kind of move those hips around, kind of go around in different directions to try and be movable on the ground. Next are going to be the sit-outs. So from here, start in like a all fours position and just shooting one leg across and pulling the opposite shoulder back. This is good for obviously sitting out, but also passing guard. Good skill to have, and also the first step in breakdancing. So if you want to start breakdancing, start doing these sit-outs. Then you can spin to your back. All right, 10 seconds off. Relax for a couple seconds, then you're going to go into a shoulder roll. Okay, this is the basic version of a roll fall. So we're keeping it close to the ground. That way you're not jumping over the couch and breaking your neck or your shoulder. Let's just keep it nice and simple, nice and safe. Even a shoulder roll can be done on a really hard surface. But you just got to make sure, the main thing, again, you're going towards your shoulder, keeping nice and compressed and nice and relaxed as well. If you feel yourself like being really clunky, you need to relax yourself. Exhale through. If you notice, as I push the arm, I actually push my arm through, or my hand through that gap between my feet. It's like a little triangle there. I just push it through, and you just kind of roll through. And we're going to believe we have one more exercise. This is kind of cool. It's good practice for cross chokes. So this is a cross choke drag. Okay, you cross choke, act as you're cross choking, and then pull your body up. This is good for the strength in your lat muscles, which are your back muscles, which are exactly the muscles that you need to use in order for you to do a good cross choke. You got to pull your opponent in. So you act as if you're cross choking them, pulling them in. Lower body stays nice and relaxed, and then you bear crawl back. Cross choke, good grips, squeeze and pull in. And depending on what kind of surface, this is really difficult. If you have a slippery surface, even this with the mats, it's not a very stable surface. So you can see my elbows are kind of brushing a little bit, but it's a good exercise. And go as fast as you can, as long as you're pulling with your lats and your shoulders. Don't use your feet. Good job. It. All right, gang, grab a quick drink, come back, and let's work a little bit.